Mayday, 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 mayday. It's your boy, Coach Vaughn. Listen, before I get started, I have to apologize to you guys. A lot of people have been asking me, where have you been, Vaughn? Where are the videos? And man, things have been so hectic over the course of the past, let's say, 6 to 8 months that I haven't really had the chance to sit down and do the videos. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm going to simplify things a bit so that I can get a message to you guys, if not every day, at least once a week. And so I'm going to keep the format really simple going forward. And also what I'm going to do on top of that is once a month, instead of having every week trying to throw out a huge video and not being able to give you guys something consistent, I'm just going to do once a month, give you guys a nice video to watch that's a bit higher quality. But in the meantime, you'll still be able to get motivation and you'll still be able to get some principles from just watching this on the regular, because I'm just going to do sessions right here with the just simple black backdrop, me sitting in my chair and just talking to you, all right? I'm talking to myself first and foremost, as most of you know I always say. And so our first thing, our first thing, the reason why I started off saying Mayday, Mayday is because when you hear Mayday, Mayday, anybody that knows about that term, it's really a distress signal, a sort of term. When somebody says Mayday, Mayday, or when you hear Mayday, Mayday over the intercom, when you hear that in the military, that means that there's something happening that and there's danger nearby. And the reason why I'm naming these sessions Mayday, Mayday is because there's danger nearby. And some of that danger I've had to experience personally, and I don't want you guys to have to experience. And so because of some things that I wasn't doing in my past or was doing in my past, I found that I ran into certain difficulties that I want to help prevent you guys from having to go through. Okay? So that's why we're just going to name these sessions Mayday, Mayday. All right? And so my first one, what we're going to talk about today, really quickly, I'm not trying to make these long. What we're going to talk about is you got to do the little things. You got to pay attention to the little things. What I mean by that is I'll tell you a story. On this past Saturday, myself and some of my friends, my brother, we jumped into my car. We were getting ready to head out to church, as a matter of fact. And before we even made it down the block, what happened is my car began to shake. Mind you, I had just put my car back on the road, so my car began to shake. I'm like, what is it now? We open up the hood. What we see is that I forget what you call it, but it is some sort of pulley. It's called that's what it's called. The tensioner pulley for my car. Anybody that knows anything about cars, that's run near your serpentine belts, your turpentine belts. That's what helps to keep all your electrical stuff going in the car. And so if that goes, you're going to run out of power steering. You're not going to have AC possibly. You're possibly not going to have your heating work. You're not going to have your alternator work, which means that your battery's not going to be getting charged. All kinds of stuff, all right? So that went bad. Now, this is what was so shocking, right? And I'm going to show it to you guys because I want you to see it firsthand. What was so shocking is that this is the broken piece. I put the new one in already. I was working on that all day. Put it in the car, right? But this is the piece that broke. All right? Take a good look at that. That is my tensioner pulley off of my car. Okay? Now, mind you, that piece cost me, before taxes, about $35. And so why am I bringing that up? Anybody who follows me on Instagram, or if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know I posted this earlier. This small piece that was only $35 caused my car, which costs and is worth thousands of dollars, to be put out of commission for a certain amount of time. Right? Something seemingly insignificant caused the larger thing to be put out of commission. So what am I saying? I'm sure you guys know exactly where I'm going with this. What are the things in your life that you have been, what are the little things, the things that seem little, but you've been inconsistent with them, right? That might be holding you back from reaching the fullest potential that you can reach in all the different aspects of your life, right? So some of the little things that we do, I've been talking to many people, and I'm just going to use this point and then I'm out of here, right? But many people, when I ask them, when they come to me and I do one-on-one counseling sessions with some of them, and I ask them, you know, what is the vision that they have for their life, and is it written down anywhere? A lot of people can't tell me what it is that they really want to do or what they want to get out of life, right? And I'm not hating, I'm not mad, because, yo, I went through that same experience myself. But what I'm trying to get at is, that's something small that you could do before worrying about spending money on, let's say, school or trying to even look for a job. It doesn't take any work to sit down with a pen, a piece of paper, or a pencil and a piece of paper. A lot of you got your iPhones. A lot of you have your iPads. It does not take a lot of work for you to just sit down and say and think. It's free. You can think. You can think for free, right? So all you have to do is sit down and say to yourself, man, what do I feel like are my natural talents? What do I feel are my natural gifts? What are the questions that I really would like to answer in life? What are the problems that I would like to solve in society, right? All you have to do is sit down and think about these things, right? What do I really enjoy? What do I seem to always be passionate about? Sit down, think about those things. Write those things down on a piece of paper and start thinking about professions that you see that match up or line up with those things. Start picking other people's brains about what do they see you doing in life. Simple things, right? And so sometimes sometimes our cars aren't working, right? This is just the box that it came in. Our cars aren't working because of something as small as the size of our fist we haven't even paid attention to. And so there's some things in your life that you haven't paid attention to, right? Something small, seemingly insignificant. Some of you guys are in school and you're not even reading. I remember I had failed a class once in the past because I just didn't pay attention to the fact that I was supposed to hand in the final term paper in a certain manner. I did the work and everything. I did the research. I did the paper, but I just handed it in wrong and failed because of that. So why are you failing in life? It could be something as simple as your tension or pulley, right? So what's the tension or pulley in your story right now? And how do you get that solved? And how do you fix that? Okay? So I hope that this helps you out. I hope that this gets your brain started. I hope that this is the first video of many to come that will help you. If you liked it, please pass it on. Share it with somebody. Hopefully it will help them. If not, just tell them what you learned about it or from it. You know, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to add me on Twitter. You know, feel free to like my Facebook fan page, even like my Facebook regular page if you want to. Follow me on Instagram. I'm always putting up motivational stuff. Ask me questions, send me emails, you know, YouthSpeakerCoachVaughn at gmail.com. Any way that I can help you, any questions that you want answered, any personal advice that you want, I will do my best to help you guys out, all right? Any advice that you have for me, anything you want to share with me, if you want to motivate me, sometimes people forget that the motivators need motivating too, right? So if you want to send a word of encouragement to me, feel free to do so. If you want to hire me to come speak somewhere at your school, at your church, wherever, hit me up, all right? It's your boy, Coach Vaughn. We're out of here. Mayday, 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 mayday. Peace.